What's good, guys? It's Brant Buys. Welcome back to another video. Today I figured I'd just do a little day in the life of being a full-time reseller, so I'm just going to take you around with me, show you what I'm doing today. But first things first, it's the morning, so I'm going to go drop off my packages when the post office opens. Also got this in the mail recently, so hopefully we can get some cool footage with that. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Also, if we're going over the full day, I guess I should say, I did about 10 listings earlier. I do my listings from my phone. While I'm waiting on the post office to open, I'll knock out some listings from photos I already have on my phone. So I usually get around 10 done in the morning before I go.
Good morning.
Good morning. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
My husband has started on eBay.
Okay.
And the shipping's a little different than what I'm used to, so I don't know how it works. But I know someone wants me to have a picture of these
What the heck?
But if you don't want me to do that, that's fine. I told my husband I'm not forcing strangers. Do you have a pen? Maybe that. I'm so sorry. I was like, this is horrible. And I'm not going to put you in it if that's okay.
That is fun. That is
I'm going here and 8 o'clock.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
Yeah, this is.
What a great first moment to capture in the post office. I don't know how well you could hear it, but the lady was saying her husband just started selling on eBay and she needed to get a picture of the post office worker scanning the package. So that's kind of pretty weird, but just another day at the post office, I guess. So right now I'm actually headed to a local thrift store. This isn't actually one of my sourcing days. I go sourcing 2 days of the week, and I live kind of far from thrift stores, so I just make it a whole day and go twice a week. But I'll go to my local post office a few times a week, just whenever I'm out dropping off my packages. So we're gonna head there now and see if we can find anything. Now I also was trying for so long to break down that bag. I absolutely love the bag. I just got it recently, but I gotta learn how to actually break it down properly because I've been struggling sometimes to figure out how. I just gotta remember it. Did not find anything in that thrift store, unfortunately, but that's just how it is sometimes. You got to be consistent with it, and I'm gonna keep it real. So now I'm gonna head home and we're gonna start working on some listings. So before I get started with the photography and the listings, I've actually got a little stack of thrifted clothing here that I need to go ahead and start laying out on my pile. So I'll go ahead and start doing that now. So I got this stuff recently. Now, some of it was actually on footage, but I didn't quite get enough, so I might just go ahead and throw up some of those clips now. All right, got a few things from this store. Camo, Billabong, swim trunks, should be like 20. Wrangler retro jeans, 25, 30. Nike sweatpants, about 20. Florida State vintage windbreaker, should be about 25 or so. And then this denim sawtooth pearl snap shirt, again maybe 20 to 30 or so. All right, so I was just driving to the next thrift store and I saw a sign for an estate sale right along the road, so can't not go in, right? Oh, excuse me, sorry.
You gotta do more shopping. You can't leave me yet. Oh, you missed all the hats.
It looks like I still got some.
Well,
There was a bunch more.
There was 115 here.
Really? Wow.
Uh-huh.
That's cool.
And I didn't know that many people bought hats.
Do you know how much you're asking on the hats about?
The hats are $3 each.
Okay.
They're guaranteed to fill a head.
Yeah. All right, so I didn't get to record in there as much as I'd like to because my chest camera was really low on battery. I didn't use it wisely earlier. But nothing too crazy at the sale. I guess it started yesterday and they had a decent bit more. Sounds like they had a lot of camo stuff. Some guy was in there telling me they had like a taxidermy squirrel for like 20 bucks. I don't know if he was interested in it or what, but anyways, just got some vintage camo made in USA snapbacks. Like I said, nothing too crazy, but I paid $3 each on these and they should be at least around like 20 bucks or so. And then I got these Cabela's like duck camo gloves. They are also Gore-Tex. These were $5. I didn't look them up, but I figured they'll do well. Good camo pattern. They're Gore-Tex. That's good. I imagine at least like 20 bucks or so on those. So yeah, nothing wild. They did have a couple other camo pieces I would have got, but I didn't have enough cash on me. I didn't even know about the sale. Like I said, I just saw it driving by. And if I'm not using my camera, now I'm hands-free. Sweet. Now that I've got these stacked up, I'll go ahead and get started with taking photos. But I'll go ahead and give you a quick tour of what I got going on over here before I get started with that. So my computer desk is an L-shaped, and then I keep my clothing stacked up here on the long side, right next to my photo station. I built this using a video by K&M Resell, so you can check that out if you like to. But I got a couple tall LED lights here, and then a couple ones that clip on at the top. I used to not have these, but it makes my photos a lot brighter, and I do sometimes see the bottom of that base in some of my photos, but it makes up for it with the lighting. And then next to it is my station over here. I got this table up on some PVC pipe to make it a little taller for me. Got some stain spray, some Shout, some Dawn. Got my poly mailers that I store my clothing in. I've got the scale right here, so I'll weigh them, take the photo of it. And I've got my SKU labels hung up right here. And that is right next to where they will go after. So 3 boxes right here up on a table. I actually had to take this table for my wife earlier because it was perfect for me. I used to have those boxes right here, but this table's kind of wobbly, so it makes it a lot better to put them in there. All right, well, I'll talk about some of these items and kind of walk you through my process here on the first one. But this is a vintage Phoenix Suns jersey. You can see it's made in the USA. It's actually reversible too. On eBay, they're being advertised as an 80s practice jersey, so it's pretty cool. They're going for good money. I don't know exactly how much, but so what I'll do here is I'm going to go ahead and start with my photos, get a photo showing the whole thing. Then we get some close-up on the stuff that matters, like the tags, material tag. I don't really care about showing my finger. I use it to point out flaws too. I used to care, but not anymore. So this one's going to be a little different since it's reversible, but I'll just go ahead and flip it over, grab the back side. Doesn't have to be perfect. It's a little weird because I'm wearing a lanyard, so it doesn't work the best with my chest camera. So this one I will flip over since it's reversible. Let's see. Okay. Try to make it somewhat straight. Now grab a picture, then we'll get a close-up on the logo. Looks like there's a little bit of discoloring on the logo here, so I'll just point at it with my finger. Then I'll go ahead and grab some measurements. So on top, I'm just really grabbing the chest and the length. So it's showing all the way across, and then from the top to the bottom. And then need to get the back of this side as well. Like I said, this one's a little longer since it's more things to take photos of. Then I'll go ahead and turn on my scale here to get it ready for me. Start folding this up. Grab a poly mailer. Throw it inside. Drop off my wrapper. Grab a SKU here. Throw it on the scale, take a quick picture. Then it's into the box over here, and we repeat the process. This one, so I went yard selling this recent Saturday, and this was the only thing I found. It's not even that good, so it was a pretty sad day, but that's how yard sales can be. It can be hit or miss. This is just a Tampa Bay's Nike polo. So recently my listing goal had been 14 listings a day. So because I'm sourcing 2 days of the week, that means the other 3 days I'll be working on listings. And because I'm posting 14 a day, 7 days a week, that means that I need to photograph and list at least 33 listings on each of those 3 days. But recently I have been getting more inventory in, so I've been able to do more, which is nice. List and post more. But yeah, yard selling has definitely helped with that. Sometimes the thrifts can be kind of dry, especially recently it seems, but yeah, luckily yard sales have been fairly well, although yeah, like I mentioned earlier, I just got one thing last trip, but yeah, it's hit or miss. I got a like $300, $400 vintage Levi's jacket a couple trips ago, so you know, it all evens out. How has your sourcing or sales been recently? Honestly, my sales have been pretty good, but also I mentioned I'm posting more, so kind of makes sense. But yeah, things have been going pretty well over here. Sourcing has been a little slow though, so yeah, hopefully that can pick up. Make sure you're looking into jerseys. Now this is a soccer jersey. I don't know much about soccer. I do know some of the more popular teams. So this is a Barcelona one, and it's Nike Vapor Knit, which is going to be a higher quality. But yeah, definitely look it up with like Google Lens or something, or maybe look it up by the player's name if it has a name, or even if it doesn't. Because yeah, a lot of these jerseys can be good, and I'm saying this because I think this one in particular is pretty good. It's also a bigger size of 2XL, so that should help it. Yeah, this one's just a blank, doesn't have anybody's name on the back. But comps were looking pretty high on it. This one's kind of cool. Got a denim pearl snap, but also with these sawtooth pockets. So denim pearl snaps are pretty good by themselves regardless, but especially with this type of pockets. Now what isn't so great about it is a size small, but don't be scared away by a size small. It still sells for me. And the brand is Plains Western Wear, but not really a great brand or anything. It's not the brand that's selling it, just the style. All right, so this is what I've got done so far. Working on some pants now. I actually got some Mugsy jeans here, new with tags. Never found Mugsy new with tags, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, Mugsy is a good brand to look out for, whether it's new or not. Usually always a pickup. and I'll show you the measurements that I get on these as well. I used to do more measurements on pants, but kind of holding back on them now. Let's see, you got to get the material tag first. Well, not really a tag on these, it's just on the pocket bag, and it's kind of hard to read because it's on a bunch of stripes. Right. So on pants now, I'm really just getting the waist and the inseam. I used to get the rise and the leg opening, but just figured I was kind of wasting my time. But if I start to get, you know, a bunch of questions asking for it or something, then I'd consider adding it back, but I just feel like it's not quite worth it. Now on some baggier pants, I will get the leg opening, but for the most part, I'm not really right now. And I do try to group my like thrifted stuff in similar categories together, whatever, like pants and shirts. Just makes the photographing process and the listing process a little bit more streamlined and smoother. But don't always have the luxury to do that. Especially if I'm making a what sold video, then everything just gets stacked together. Not a what sold video, I mean a thrift haul video. Alright, now that I've got the photos taken, I'll be working on getting these taken to storage. Usually it's about 3 boxes, but this third one didn't get filled, so it'll just be moved down for the next time. Before we do that though, I'm going to open up this box I got from Whatnot real quick, just to see what's in here, because I don't really know for sure. Been buying some things on Whatnot recently. I haven't got on like very recently, but yeah, it can be hit or miss on there. Alright, I do remember this. So it's pretty cool. This is a vintage Ohio State snapback. It is a sports specialties. Sorry, lighting is not the best. But yeah, I think I paid around like 25 to 30 or so on this. And I think comps were going for at least around like 60 plus or 60 to 80 or something like that if I'm not mistaken, but I'd have to double check, but it's cool. Got this vintage, the box out of the way, Florida Gators crew neck. Not the best time to be buying this, but sometimes it's hard to pass up on some things on Whatnot. That's the problem. It can be addicting, but no, that was still sell fine. I didn't pay much on it. And then this is a Tommy Bahama short sleeve Island Zone reversible t-shirt. I've actually never got an Island Zone like t-shirt before. I've just the polos, and this one's reversible as well. So I looked up comps real quick while it was being ran and had a good sell-through rate. So picked it up for pretty cheap. Can't remember how much. My average cost on there is around the same as my thrift average. So I'll just take these and move them all the way down. Sorry, it's probably kind of dark back here on camera. I can see fine, but it would be nice to get some better lighting. But yeah, just put those on the next open spot. You know, at some point you kind of have to go and rotate these boxes and condense the clothing so you can get some more open spaces. And you see I got a bunch of empty boxes stacked up there, which I actually need a few now that I'm thinking about it. So I'll just go ahead and take some of those. And I unfortunately forgot an IKEA bag, so yeah, while I'm here, I'll go ahead and grab some orders that sold to have ready to ship out tomorrow. I'll come out here one more time, kind of at the end of my day, to grab any more that might have sold. But I'm gonna need to grab my phone now so I can see what orders sold. Alright, I guess I'll just have to put them in a box for now since I forgot the bag. But I usually start with my smaller platforms, so Mercari. See, we got a North Face jacket and then a pair of shoes. So that jacket is actually right here. Very easy. Then the Nike shoes. Let's see if these were with or without the box. Without box. So some Nike Pegasus black 40s. Looks like these. They're going to be size 8. And these are size 8. Double check. Yep, got both of them. And then we'll look at Poshmark. So we got 4 things that sold on Poshmark. It's not good that I forgot a bag. We got a bundle. Bunch of Auburn things. One of them's a hat. Others are clothing. Got another hat and then a miscellaneous. So let's go ahead and grab this miscellaneous. Just some Nintendo Switch stuff I got from a yard sale. Already got it all bagged together. Then I will grab the hats that I need. So both will be in the sports hats. Looking for an orange Auburn, and there's the Gators visor. I need an orange Auburn hat. Looks like possibly right here. There we go. And then the rest of Poshmark is clothing. So let's go ahead and grab that. So the 2 on this bundle, we have 4981 and 4544. All right, 4544 right here. 4981. Let's see. It's gonna be here. Go. And then what other clothing do we have? We've got these Under Armour match play shorts. Don't really pick those up much anymore. It's an older one, 2878. There we go. All right, now that I've got these taken care of, I'll start on eBay. Try to get these in here a little nicer. All right, so on eBay, we'll go here. Go ahead and sort by SKU. And I like to scroll to the bottom and start with the hard goods first. So we got these Kobe's I just took an offer of for $45. Probably could have got a little more. There they are. Probably could have got a little more, but they're kind of dirty. I didn't bother cleaning them. It is an international buyer, so that's okay. I've got another pair of Converses. Probably should have went ahead and grabbed them. So these are size 10. Let's see. Might be these right here. Yep. Let's see, any more hard goods? Nope, the rest is going to be clothing. So let's just go ahead and start grabbing it. So we'll work our way down to the back. 1711. 1711. Price going to be in this top one. Okay, 2683. 2683. There we go. 2957. This isn't very easy to do while I'm filming, but 4513. We've got a Ralph Lauren shirt with the all over pony. 4513. Where is that at? I'll turn around over here. 5017. Got a Fox Racing performance t-shirt. This one. 5063 down here as well. Oh, we got stuck to another one. All right, so that's all of the orders on eBay now. So go ahead and get those in there. And now we got to get this inside with the rain. So now I will take lunch for about an hour, sit on the couch, watch some YouTube, say hi to Olive. I don't know where Pretzel's at. Pretzel? Hello, Olive. Oh, there's Pretzel. He heard her calling. What are you doing? So now I'll just be working on some listings for my phone. So I'll probably just cut back in the video once I finish with that. Okay, so once I finish making all my drafts, I'll come over to the computer and start cross-listing. Usually I'll throw up a video, a reselling video to listen to and watch. Makes it a lot easier with this big monitor now that I have it. If you're not already using Nifty, I do highly recommend it. Really simple to use. I'll show you real quick. So if we want to cross-list over to Poshmark, just quick, make sure everything looks right, and it's one click away. And just like that, it's posted on Poshmark now. So I cross-list all my items to Poshmark and Mercari. Poshmark definitely does a lot better, but Nifty definitely helps to increase my sales all around in general. If you are interested in Nifty, you can check out the link in my description. You can get a free trial and a discount on your first month if you'd like. It does help me as well, so I do appreciate it. So now that I'm done cross-listing, I'll go ahead and start packaging my items to be ready for the morning. I think I've got like 15 orders going out over the last 24 hours. I feel like not a lot of people take their packages like first thing in the morning. I feel like not a lot of people take their packages like first thing in the morning. Anyone else do that, or do you schedule pickups? I've thought about doing pickups, and I don't know, it'd be nice to, but I don't know. I guess I'm just kind of okay with what I'm doing now, so I don't want to risk switching and it not working like I want it to or something, or risk them not getting scanned or something like that. So I don't know, it's something I've definitely thought about. Well, now that I got everything packed up, my day has come to an end. I have no idea how long this video is going to be, but if you did stick around, I do really appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next one.